Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to another episode of the Arsenal Career Mode in FIFA 18. Still in this January transfer window with about 11 days left until deadline day. And when eventually deadline day comes in this episode, we'll see if we would have made any more signings. But so far, we've made the biggest one of the entire window, 70 million for Thomas Lemar. I may make some more signings in this window, who knows? Hopefully we get a few of the players that I want loaned away and just straight up transferred, like sold as per usual, like some of the older guys that aren't really getting games. Hopefully they'll leave as well. But I mean, really, we'll just have to wait and see. We got Crystal Palace. That game I'm probably going to sim since it's the only home game of the episode. Probably play the game against Crawley Town and maybe the game against Swansea as well. The last time, by the way, I simulated against Crystal Palace, it was an away game and I lost 1-0 and I couldn't fathom it. We score immediately with a penalty to Thomas Lemar. I would have thought Lacazette would have taken it, but still, skipping ahead. 3-1, there's an injury. Thankfully, it's one of their players. So I'll take it. It's good. It's fine. We finally get revenge. And we win 3-2 on aggregate if you give a shit about that thing. I did adjust the training drills a little bit. Guys like Kolasinac and Chambers still getting drills too. Hakimi's gone up. Cucurella's gone up. These are the two that I really wanted to up their ratings quite highly. Hakimi's getting pretty close to a pretty good rating as well. Pulisic working on things like his long passing and stuff like that because he kind of needs it. But I'm going to play the game against Crawley Town and I'm going to take a serious risk and I think I might actually play some of the real third choice players and some of the younger players against Crawley Town in the FA Cup. I also saw very quickly there Lingard got picked up by bloody PSG. So they bought Dele Alli and Lingard now. This is crazy. Danny Welbeck, a transfer offer for him. Might maybe look to sell him on. I mean, he's barely featured and I mean, if we do ever need another striker, we normally play Giroud. And Bellerin, Barcelona now want him. I think I'm not going to get rid of Bellerin, but I might try to sell Welbeck for a fair bit. So Bellerin I won't worry about, although we could get potentially like nearly 90 million for him. But Welbeck, yes, I will try to go for him. His value is worth 19.5. They've offered, 17? And Swansea City came in with like a $25 million offer. I'll delegate this. I'm going to say minimum 25 and we'll start the offer. All right, that's to start the offer. Let's start the offer at 35 and don't sell the player for less than 25. Don't imagine if that's going to... I mean, if that works, then yeah, sweet. But if not, whatever. By selling on Danny Welbeck, who is very much our third choice striker, we might even be able to bring in another young up-and-coming striker. There is one player I want to get in really badly at some point in career mode, but still. Mertesacker too, another player I might look to sell on, so I might actually sell him. Mustafi is definitely not a player I want to get rid of. Per Mertesacker, they've offered 10. We could get in between 11 and... All right. Look, I'm still going to delegate, but it's not going to be for too much. I'm going to say don't sell the player for less than 10.5, but I'm still going to start the offer at like 12.5. I mean, God, it's, you know, I just had a moment in my head where I'm like, that is so pointless if all you're getting is an extra 2 mil. You know what? I'm just accepting it. He's one of the players I wanted to let go. He's 33, nearly 34. I should get rid of him. And for the fact that I'm getting 2 mil more than his value, I'm going to take that. I'm not going to ask for more. I'm not going to risk it. We'll just sell him on. Okay, good. Common sense prevails. Nice, let's move on. Only a day away until the game against Crawley Town, but there's still more transfer action. An offer for Alexis Sanchez here. Manchester United are coming in big. Danny Welbeck, we've asked too much from Southampton, or for Southampton. And look at this, 104 million for Alexis Sanchez. Are you kidding me? And apparently, we could sell him for 170 million. That's, it's extraordinary. It really is. But part of me is like, I still don't want to let him go. He can play so many positions and he's been at the right mid position so far, quite decent. And even though he maybe hasn't been one of the star players for this team, he's still quality. And I shouldn't just let him go for the sake of it. But at the same time, 170 million. Are you serious with that? You know what, man? I really do want him to stay at Arsenal. So that is why I am going to seriously push Manchester United to their brink here. 250 million. They wouldn't even have that much cash. There's no way. This is pointless and stupid, but I'm doing it anyway. You need to pay at least 200 million for him. You have to double your offer. You have to basically triple what his value is if you want to get him. It would be the best deal of all time for Arsenal. Losing a player like Sanchez is never great, but for 200 million, you're going to have to break the freaking bank. I mean, that's like bloody Neymar and Mbappe money. I swear to God. I'd be shocked if it works, and I doubt that it will. Are we going to hear back from them immediately, though? Probably just going to say, get stuffed. And that's exactly what I thought. Okay, there is a limit on how much even the club with the biggest budget in the game can spend. I also noticed here too, by the way, that Portugal have offered me an international management offer. Now, I do not normally take international management offers, but the fact is, this is a World Cup year, and I would kind of be keen to do the World Cup. I've never really done it in career mode, and I'm not too sure why, but let's see. Portugal's an option. Obviously, with Ronaldo, that'd be pretty cool. We got New Zealand. No. Fuck, get them. What are you thinking? Anyway, Denmark, probably not really, although they appear to have been qualified for the World Cup too. Good for them. And the other team is the Czech Republic. You know what? We could hold off and wait for better teams, but I reckon Portugal would be a pretty decent team here. Plus, you got Ronaldo. See if we can get him that international trophy, that big, real international trophy, the World Cup. Because Portugal, really, despite being quite a decent team and obviously won the Euros, never really done all too much. Obviously, they qualified, but never really done much in the World Cup. So you know what? I'm going to try to guide Cristiano Ronaldo to a World Cup. Let's see if we can get it, and let's see if we can get Portugal a World Cup. I'm going to do the World Cup at the end of the season with Portugal. Let's do it then. I would have loved to have gone to the World Cup with Australia if the offer was there, and on top of that, I mean, let's be real. I do want to have a somewhat realistic shot of actually winning the World Cup as well. So that's why I feel like Portugal's a pretty good one. But still, moving on though. We are playing the game against Crawley Town. This is a rotated as hell side. You've got Welbeck. You've got Iwobi. Walcott has now become like our third choice right winger. He's really out of it now. Wilshire's at centre attack and midfield. Coquelin and Elneny, the centre mid positions. Cucurella now up into the 70s. Looks way better than him being a high 60s, that's for sure. We got Chambers. Upa Meccano is now going to start his first game, so we'll get a look at him. Hakimi at right back, Ospina's in there. And I've got some guys on the bench even I might bring in. So like Reece Nelson, we'll probably get him a game. We've got like Zelalim and some others as well. We'll see, depending on how we are going throughout the game. We could still get knocked out by these guys, and that would suck. But with a very, very rotated team, I'm still going to give it my best shot. So we are going for FA Cup glory here against Crawley Town, a League 2 side, and they must look at some of those names and just brick themselves. And that isn't even our best team. That isn't even our second best team. That's like our third best team for crying out loud. It would be, even with the worst side I could have possibly put out there, unforgivable if I lost to these guys. So please, let's not bottle this as they immediately try for the FIFA bloody 13 or FIFA 14 kickoff glitch, and no, it did not happen for them. Good header. God, this guy is good in the air, and his headers are on point. They're brilliant. Coquelin, take the touch, Welbeck. Can you go around him? Can you go around him? Can you shoot from a tough angle? What a save this keeper. That's unbelievable. On the knees, created some space. He just didn't continue his run, though, Coquelin. Touch around. Walcott. Oh, that shot's going wide as well. First 15 minutes, we are racking them up, but are yet to stick it in the back of the net, though. Oh, God, no. Poor. Very poor. And now watch them turn into, oh my goodness, they got the shot off and it was actually a good counter-attack. They had to have scored from that. And how has this happened then? Come on. Don't like this. I got to stick to him. Across that back post. Elneny. Oh, you've just fucking tripped him over. What is that pass? I pointed up. I pointed up. All the way up. How did you just pass it straight to the one attacker in the box when I'm pointing all the way up the field? No, don't pass it straight to him. What are you fucking joking? Hang a minute. How does it... No, I'm genuinely wondering. Okay, first one of my own players gets tripped over. Why does it possibly think that's who I'm trying to go to when Wilshere is totally open? Instead it passes to at least one of those two, and it somehow gets by Ospina and the two defenders. Clifford scores. Like, this is this fucking game, isn't it? God, we're going to go into the half 1-0 down. I can't believe that has happened. But of course, it would happen to me. Walcott shot saved by Morris. I mean, Walcott looks like a threat, but we just need to get him involved a bit more from the corner. Can the header be won this time? Walcott, yes he can, but it's another header that's put off target. Now that they have the lead, this is going to be the most frustrating second half. You fucking know that it will. We're going to have shot after shot and attack after attack, and we're going to somehow still fail to score, and we're going to come like to the 85th minute. We're still 1-0 down. I know how the game is already going to fucking go because I've lived this a million times. This fucking Upa Cambo bloke is a beast so far. As annoying a fucking start to the game we've had, he has been a real bright spot for us. And look at Elneny bloody pushing forward. Look at Walcott get sent through here. This is sensational. He will get just the shot off. Thought he was going to get tackled. But man, the pace really showed there, didn't it? All right, let's go back. Thankfully, the second half has not turned out the way that I thought it would. But the gap was there. Thought he was going to get tackled right there. I thought that slide tackle was coming way, way sooner. Good ball. Iwobi, get on your bike, son. I can see you, Welbeck, but I'm just waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. And it's going to be a penalty. He's gone a little too rough with Iwobi there. I didn't really see the penalty coming, but I'm going to take it. And you know what, Welbeck? You may potentially have the chance to, like, bag yourself. Oh, it's saved. Amazing. God, you cannot fucking help yourself, can you? You cannot. That is not the greatest of penalties, I know. I was going for the bottom left-hand corner, so I'm not going to get too angry at him. And look at this counter-attack. Are you fucking kidding me? He's in. Hakimi chasing him down. Oh my God, the cross is in. And blocked by Cucurella and whacked upfield. See? Why didn't it do that last time when I fucking conceded my first goal in the half? Oh dear, what is that? What is that? What is that? This keeper has been amazing, and then he turns it over so freaking poorly. And Welbeck maybe might have had a hat-trick at this point if he had actually scored his goddamn penalty, although I doubt it. Either way, what is that pass? Absolutely shocking. Iwobi whips it in, and that's just a good header. We are back in front, and it came through just a piss, like they literally just pissed away their lead. Kind of like how we did, you know, to be fair, in the first half. Come on, poor pass. And we can't put one fucking pass together. Jesus Christ, Clifford. Oh my God, oh my fucking God, oh my fucking God. Don't tell me we're going to go to a fucking replay. I mean, oh my God. All right, we're still attacking good. We need to fucking get... I'm not putting up with this shit. I can't believe it. I cannot even draw this game. Like, I passed to fucking Walcott. He lets it go by him. What is happening? Come on, we can still get it. Do not blow that whistle, ref. Do not blow the whistle. Do not blow the whistle. Fuck it. Who cares if... I hate him. I hate him. I fucking hate him. He's never playing a game again. Welbeck. We've drawn 2-2 with a League 2 side. To be fair, it is not even my... It's not my number 1 team. It's not my number 2 team. It's my fucking third-rated side, and it's my third-rated side for a reason. 2 fucking awful passes. That is all it took. 1 fucking pass to ruin my chances. And, oh... God, this is embarrassing. And, oh, God, that's fucking... it's just so painful to look at. How does that happen? Tripled their shots, fucking nearly doubled their possession, and it's still 2-2. How do you not win that game? I swear to God, it's something about putting your fucking worst players out there. It doesn't matter what their rating is. It's just the whole team goes to shit when you put your worst players out there. It's fucking garbage. My best player out there, you would have thought would be Welbeck, but he was fucking trash. He scored 2 goals and he was shit. Missed a penalty, although the penalty was not taken that well. I'm just in awe. I'm lost at the moment. I can't even. Anyway, getting back to something that I saw earlier, but I'm not focused. I'm not in a right state of mind right now. Queen's Park Rangers want him, and they can have him accepted. Renee Adelaide for, I would imagine it would be, okay, so if it's for a 1-year loan offer, we'd get him back next season in January. God, you know what? I don't even think I'm going to fucking play this game either. We're just going to simulate it and get done. No, I'm not playing another game today. I can't stomach this. No, we're just going to sim it. And I think normally in February, at the start of February, there's a fair gap. So who knows? Early goal for Lacazette, beautiful stuff. 2-0 win. There was a missed penalty, but for them, Wilshere tying, or should I say, ending the game in the 86th minute. Beautiful. I'm just going to advance forward in deadline day now that we have made it, and I would assume that the next game that we play, I'll double check in the calendar very soon, will be that FA Cup replay. I do not really have many plans to actually buy another player. So, I mean, I could go for one of the younger players, I know, but part of me is I just don't really have anyone in mind. Mesut Ozil, a transfer offer for Manchester City. We could get him for quite a fair bit. And again, surprise, surprise, another loan offer has been rejected. How many loan offers get rejected in this game? We also got a big offer for Hector Bellerin. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. And the offer for Mesut Ozil has been rejected. Yeah, all right, here's the thing. Won't sell Bellerin to West Ham. You can get stuffed. Santi Cazorla for 18 million. I don't know what his actual value is, but we might look to sell him on to Inter again, buying all of our dead wood, interestingly. And interest shown by Virgil van Dijk by Dortmund. Depending on how good a deal it is, I might go for it. First things first, Inter Milan. Apparently we could get an extra 3 mil for him, according to the chief executive. But really, it's still $1.5 million more than his value, and I'm going to accept it. Why not? Santi Cazorla was coming off the bench a fair bit, yeah, sure. So I'm fine with it, man. Honestly, what I might do is get in another midfielder in place of Santi Cazorla now with the new cash that we've just picked in after selling him to Inter, hopefully. Sweet. Sounds like a plan. All right, then. Well, I'm definitely going to get another midfielder. Van Dijk is worth, wow, $35 million worth of value, and they're only going to sell him for 39. All right. You know what? I'm going to approach the buyer, and I'm going to say 40 million. I reckon we could definitely make this happen. If it's only 5 million over his value, hell yeah, I'll go for him. Why not? So we will offer the transfer fee. Last year you could just offer even a little over what is actually valued. You know what I might do? This is going to be very typical Arsenal of me, but bang. Let's see what that gets me. Absolute fucking scenes, by the way, if this works. Although I doubt that it will. My God. It's definitely not like last year, is it? Where a club would offer a certain amount for a player and then you'd get that notification and then you would just increase it by like $10 or something and it would work. Doesn't look like it's going to happen this year. Son of a bitch. Well, you know what? I'm only going to go for him if I can get the best deal. I'm not going to pay any more than $45 million for him. Actually, no, I'll take that back. I won't pay any more than $50 million for him. But $45 million to start. I know that they're just going to respond immediately with the exact same fucking offer. But we'll see. Oh, actually, no. Take a look at that. They've actually lowered their price. They're actually working with me on something. This is amazing. All right, then. We could get him for $50 million, and I think I will. Will they go for it? Surely they will. Or are they going to be stingy? They are going to go for it. We are going to sign both Virgil van Dijk and hopefully a brand new, maybe not super highly rated midfielder, but another younger midfielder into the team in the same, on deadline day as well. Wow. So let's begin the negotiations then. He wants an important squad role, and I think we can definitely do that. Let's give him an important squad role. Looks like they're pretty happy with that. Sweet. Now comes the sell-on clause. And as for the wage, well, I can maybe bump this up to 1.5 and give him a 1 mil signing bonus just to get the ball rolling. I imagine that should be fine. Hell, they're probably going to counter-offer with some other bonuses or maybe a higher signing bonus or something. They're probably even going to take a wage cut, I would imagine. I feel like I know this game pretty closely now. We'll see what happens. I'm a wizard, mate. Look at this. They want a higher signing bonus, appearances bonus, and they'll take a wage cut. Let's try this then. Remove the appearances bonus. We'll make the signing bonus 2.5 as, compensation for getting rid of the signing bonus. Or should I say the appearances bonus. And let's make it 150 grand worth of a wage. I feel like that is an improvement, hopefully. But I don't know. We'll see. What does the agent think about this one? Or is he going to continue to just bloody stab me in the balls? 165. I wonder if I counter offer for 160. They should take that, hopefully. And at this point, it's a bit petty. I mean, I'm kind of just arguing for cents on the dollar here. This is a bit ridiculous. I mean, like, what's 5,000 times 52? Like, 52 weeks in a year, that's like 260 grand. Like, it's totally pointless. Whatever. We're still submitting it. If they say no to it, fuck it. We'll accept their previous offer. My client will need some time to consider this offer. Well, okay. I don't know if that's a straight up no, but we're kind of in deadline day. Have I just jeopardized this whole fucking signing over literally 260 grand, like a week? Not a week, like a fucking year? Please don't tell me I've just done that. Okay, the negotiation status has stalled. That is a first for me. Definitely not seen that before. Interesting. Hopefully because it's deadline day, they'll fucking get back to me as soon as possible. Anyway, as you can see here, I do have some midfielders. They're only center attacking midfielders. I don't have any CDMs or CMs. They're only center attacking midfielders. I wanted to get someone in right now. And Ross Barkley, I really don't have the cash for, unfortunately. But I could get him on a pre-contract, but I'm good with pre-contract signings that we've made so far. We could go for this man, Vitinho from Barcelona, or this man, Angel Gomez. Although I am looking for a player that could potentially be making appearances right now. I know about this man. I know that he's got very good potential, but I think this man's got some pretty good potential as well. Are we able to approach him to buy? Or no, we won't have to pay the $12 million release clause. So in that case, I'm going to negotiate with Barcelona B too, by the way, for Vitinho. Okay, let's begin by offering a transfer fee, and I'm basically just going to start with, I haven't done this in a while, basically exactly what his value is. Let's submit the offer. I think this is a fair offer. Well, that was easy. That was very easy. Is he in the last 6 months of his contract that I don't know or something? Like, I just offered his value and I basically straight up just bought him for his value. I just don't know. I can't recall that ever happening. All right, whatever. Let's go for it then. I basically am just going to sign him up and I'm just going to give the agent whatever he wants. I'm not even going to fuck around this time. Not for that little wage. I'll disregard a release clause at this stage, and he wants a fair bump in his wage, nearly double his current value, or double his current wage. I'm just gonna give it to him. One thing I might do, because I'm super anal and a little bit OCD about these sort of things, is I'm going to round it off to, oh god, why am I doing this? I'm even going to do it in his favor. Fuck it, because it's my fault. So this is so stupid. Imagine the agent being like, I don't know. I just like to round things off. Imagine the agent saying, we'll take 8,600 grand a week. I'm like, oh, that's a bit low. How about 9,000? Okay. The player must look at the agent and go, the fuck? Are you trying to get me? I thought you were trying to get me paid the most money. Whatever. Moving on. Submit it. hopefully the agent gives me a good response like, oh, more. Okay, sweet. We'll fucking take it then. It's not quite what my client was hoping for. Bro, I gave you more than what your client was hoping for. Yeah, it's definitely not quite what your agent or what your client was hoping for, because he was hoping for far fucking less than that. It's only because I'm fucking anal about the stupidest of shit. All right, we've signed Vitinho. And now we wait for Virgil van Dijk. Is he going to get back to us before... This might be him. Contract offer unacceptable. And, they've re-counter offered. Okay, or have they? Hang a minute. Should you consider to revise your offer? We'll take it under consideration. Well, obviously I am. He wants 165. That's basically what we agreed upon right before I tried to be a cheapskate and make it 160 a week. You know what? I'm taking it. We are agreeing to the weekly wage. It's only $5,000 extra a week than what I was happy with doing, and the same fucking signing bonus. You know what? Just take it. Accepted. Has he joined? Yes, he has. Beautiful. Yep, boom, confirmation, 358 million, and we were responsible for quite a fair bit of that too. Both players sold and players brought in. So I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with our deadline day. It ended up getting a bit busier than I thought it would. But now, let's move on into the monthly scouting updates. Looking at Germany, we've got this bloke who's the highest rated overall. His potential could be a bit better. Value's not great. All right, we might not make any signings there. And oh my goodness, boys, Spain has finally delivered. Here we go. Manuel Adolfo, a 6'2" goalkeeper with a minimum 79 potential, max 94, and his overall is 75. What's his value? 500 grand. That probably indicates about a mid-60s goalkeeper, I would imagine. Or then again, goalkeepers are lower valued, so it could be higher than that. But yeah, I'm signing this man. And then another player here. It's another goalkeeper though. He's a slightly higher max overall, and he's worth 750. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Spain's coming up with two big goalkeeper signings here, and I'm very happy with that. I'm now going to advance to this game against Crawley Town. I'll leave it. It's the first game. I know it's a stupid nothing fixture that I could very easily simulate and win, hopefully with a good side, but I'm going to play it. And now Schalke have come at us with a big offer for Laurent Koscielny, who is in his 30s. If I want to, okay, at the risk of sounding stupid, I think he's in his 30s. I don't know for sure though. But now that we've brought in Van Dijk, I mean, I don't want to sell him immediately, but he could be a future player that we might let go for a good amount. Look, this is maybe another one of those things where the club's really going to have to pay like pretty big in order for them to actually get the player. I'm going to do this, all right? No less than 35 and start the offer at 45. That's what I'm going to go for. So basically nearly double his value for a 32-year-old. I reckon if we can get him for that much, that's a pretty good deal. So I don't know. If we do move him on, he is 32. I mean, we could, and we do have a lot of nice up-and-coming young centre-backs. Fucking even buddy, what am I talking about? Even buddy Chambers is seriously impressing me recently. So who knows, man? Could train him up, get him up to a pretty good rating, and it'd be like we never lost him. Simulate ahead again. Hopefully, we will see a few players go up in certain stats. Maybe in overall, not in overall. Although a very good rating for Pulisic with his A, and he goes up in both vision and long passing. But all right then, we've reached the end of the episode. The first game of the next episode will be against Crawley Town, and I'm going to try to have my fucking way with them. But at the same time, I can't exactly play my absolute strongest team to just absolutely just destroy Crawley Town. I won't be able to do that because a few days later, we play the big North London derby, which I really want to win. So I'll probably play my second team with some of the new faces as well. Maybe Virgil van Dijk can get a game in as well. Yeah, who knows? And definitely maybe Vitinho as well will make an appearance in that game against Crawley fucking Town. How have I got a replay with Crawley Town? Oh, shocking, but whatever. In the next episode, hopefully it'll all go pretty well. We'll get the win. We'll go through. It won't be anything too ridiculous. And, of course, the big North London derby. I'm very excited. The next episode should be a very big one after the January transfer window, now that it's finished. Thank you for watching this one, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, my name is MasterBucks, and have a good one.